Okay, I'm gonna call, and then we'll check the volumes.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Go ahead and just chat for a bit, and we'll see. Go ahead and I guess introduce yourselves. Probably the best way to just get into it.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Lucas. I'm a French level artist. I've studied game design for 3 years and graduated last year. And I just recently joined Ubisoft as a level artist in Lyon, in France.
Oh, nice, awesome, dude.
Yep.
Okay, let's yeah, that's great. I mean, I remember looking at your most recent scene, but I guess we can dig through some of the uh, chats complimenting you on your accent.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I can't get rid of it.
Everyone I know that is French and speaks English with the accent is just like, oh, I hate it. And I'm another one who's just like, oh, I love hearing it for whatever reason. Um,
Yeah,
so don't worry about it. uh,
I won't because I can't change it anyway.
you're like, if I could
So
turn it off,
I
it'd be
mean,
gone already. Um,
yeah, exactly. But I'm stuck with it. So
so this like how do we even start here? So this Aqui was it Aqulia?
yeah, yeah. It was a project I made for during an internship. It's a VR game for kids,
Mm, cool.
and I worked on it for 4 months.
Awesome. Oh wow,
Yep,
dude. There's some.
it was my first experience as a level artist in a studio,
Yeah,
and yeah, it was really cool. I had a lot of freedom to do it. And I worked with the 3D artists and some programmers on the game, but they left me with most of the art part of the game. So like
man.
I even did level design and I had
Wow.
to think about the different zones and all that stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, these last two images are super strong.
Yeah,
Especially this
yeah.
one that I'm looking at is like really nice. It's like it's
These
a
are
good
the
balance of these
promotion
cold
shots.
and in the warm colors. It's really cool. Um, dude, that's awesome. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, it's interesting because like the stuff that's above doesn't scream nearly as loud about quality versus these last. Like if you moved these two images to the very top
Okay.
and made
Yeah,
this
it
one your
would be better.
thumbnail, you might even get more that'll affect the clicks on this, I think. um though
I mean, yeah, you're totally right.
I do understand though the thumbnail wanting it to be like the title and the so at the same time it's kind of like this is what I would have done as well. But I think inside of here maybe like the top two images could be or close to the top two could be these guys, because these two images are really strong. um but let's so there was a lighting training, so I guess this you didn't build this scene, is that what I'm getting out of that?
I I built it with some assets from the marketplace,
Okay.
uh, and I used some different packs, and then I started working on the lighting. It was also like the first time I could really focus on trying to learn lighting for Unreal,
Yeah.
because well, it was not the main focus during the studies as it was game design.
Hmm.
So after I finished graduating, I could spend more time on that.
Right, dude,
So
this
I
twisting
started
is
watching
crazy.
tutorials. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did that just.
I mean, I like it. It just maybe it twists too far.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize it was upside down until like it finished twisting. So I think
Yeah.
if it was like a quarter of the amount of twist, it because it's a really interesting effect that you can do in a shot. And I've seen it a couple times. This is really nice as well. This panning back. What I always tell people when they're doing animated shots is don't have the shot start still and then
Okay.
speed up to its rate of movement.
Yeah.
Is to just like have the camera start on the other side of the fence and go through the fence and just continue going,
Okay.
and then you can go in and clip the end and the front in the front and the end so that it's just one smooth animation. There's no like ramp up to speed or slow down. Yeah, you want linear animation curves is the best way to describe it. Thank you, Dr. No.
Okay. Gotcha.
But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, let's keep scrolling through here. There was a this shot also got my attention. So for lighting, I don't know how you would control it, but the fall off, I haven't sat there and tried to do it myself. Is
Yep.
the fall off of the light needs to be further up, right? So like the point where the light is actually needs to be further inside, because you see where
Yeah.
you can tell the light is starting right here, and the
Yeah.
way the fog
Absolutely.
is the
This whole
fog's
project it
hiding
needs
it.
some some reworking. The light and even the light is like I mean the top part of the lamp is
Mm.
just strange lighting on it. It's not supposed to be lighted that way, I think.
Oh, on the top here.
You can see it's like yeah, like it's
Yeah,
an
and then
emissive,
this
but it's
is
not.
yeah, and this is getting a little bit of light as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So in chat, Foxtrot saying source radius and with a question mark. Yeah, question mark. So possibly that's what it is. I'm guessing Foxtrot is correct because that sounds setting that stuff up in blueprints would help too. But yeah, a source radius, which I guess changes the size of the light itself, so that the cone becomes bigger from the start. That would probably do it.
Yeah.
Um, but dude, it's so funny because before marketplaces existed, it was like, oh, we're gonna like I want to do a lighting study. You couldn't download people's scenes, and there was no marketplace to build from. So like lighting artists had to build their scenes too. So it's really cool that you have this opportunity to just like put something together just with the idea of like trying to light it. Um,
Yeah, there's so much assets available now that I spend probably more time choosing what I'm going to do with them
mm, yeah,
than doing the thing.
yeah. I think when it comes to this shot here, it's hard to tell. Like I can see the cones of light, uh,
Yeah.
but they're very muted to the rest of the scene. And so I think if there was a way to show the light source a little bit more, like the bulb or something, you get a little bit of it here. But if there was
I
a way
don't
to
think
see
there's
that a
enough
little better,
emissive on it. I
yeah.
don't know, yeah. I missed a lot of things on this one. On this one.
There's also I guess if you lower the fall off, you can make the light brighter so that you get a gradient in the cone as well. I think. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I need to play with lighting more in Unreal. I haven't done nearly enough of it. I just know from like my experience at work. But yeah, it's a cool scene. This back alley area is really dark.
Yeah, yeah, I've checked my shadows and dark after learning more about lighting, and I was like, then, well, I have to remake the entire scene, but it's
Mm.
alright.
So
And I
okay,
think
so
there's a lack of storytelling also in this one. Not this one, but the previous one.
oh, in the
I
cold
can
morning.
probably, yeah, yeah, I can probably add some more interesting story point or
I mean,
something.
I guess I discounted it a little bit because I knew it was like a lighting steady. But yeah, if you have the opportunity to, I guess you should still try and push more stories because it always makes a scene more interesting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So then you made the calm forest, which is a very different from the last scene, which I really like. There's a difference
Yeah,
in
I
all
like
of your work.
to try different moods and like environment style.
Mm. I think so. The greens are really saturated, but at the same
Yep.
time, it's so consistent in the saturation that only in like maybe in this shot where it's being backlit that it becomes really kind of vibrant. Um, the other shots, it seems like it's okay to me because it feels more like a choice versus like not knowing that they're overly saturated. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I've cranked up the saturation a bit in the post process, I think,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Oh, this is kind of cool. This shot's interesting because like while there's not really, it's hard to read. I think it's more about looking at the dappled light on the ground, and I think
Yeah,
that's
I
what you're
wanted to
trying to frame.
showcase the details of the ground vegetation.
Mm. Yeah, there's. I mean, it feels like there's quite a bit of storytelling going on just in the way that things are layered, and uh, at least I'm searching for like, oh, what is this? Or there's a fence there. Where's that fence in the other shots? Oh, I love the cut wood on the side here. Um, any opportunity to make that go out a little bit further and just kind of break away from being a straight line, even though of course it is not actually straight. It just averages to a flat surface. That would be really good. Like just adding a few more pieces of wood that just have it kind of come out a
Oh
little bit.
yeah, yeah, good idea.
The only other thing I think I would say on this is maybe adding warmth to the thatch kind of roofing, and
Okay.
like just so it's a little warmer, kind of like the house itself, or maybe it's just more saturated. But yeah, it's that, and then the way that the trees are. Did you made all of the foliage yourself?
No, no, I didn't. It's also
Mm.
asset packs.
Okay, so is this how much of this like was by you? I guess I didn't read any of the.
And nothing was by me.
Okay, so it's just building like these and framing up a scene, because
Yeah, yeah,
this
it's
is
more
straight up
to
level artist action going on here, where you don't
yeah,
really make too
exactly.
much, and you
I'm
basically build
working
scenes.
on foliage by myself, but I don't think I have the quality I can reach with the assets I use there.
Right. Oh yeah, you're highlighting it in here, man. It kind of makes me wish there were ways to bold text in here, like
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like if you were to, because there's
yeah,
a lot
so
of text
people can
here,
see it.
but like if you could bold this immediately, like I could look over there and be like, oh yeah, okay, it is asset packs.
But I
But
like
yeah,
to write I used assets in the description because I mean, uh,
yeah. I mean,
that's
yeah,
obvious that I have to credit the people that made them.
of course. Yeah, if there's ways to link to the asset
I
packs that you
think there's
bought,
ways, but I don't know. Oh,
get always like get Leo on the phone about the bold text comment. Uh, I mean, I think you could just put the URLs in the bottom here,
oh yeah, maybe.
because like even if they don't turn into links, if they're an ArtStation link, they'll turn into like a really interesting thing that you can click on. But even so, a link would probably work.
Okay,
But yeah,
I will try to update the things.
oh, I really like this shot. I I almost kind of wish that because like so they whoever they are stacking wood on the side of the house here, or the cabin
Yeah,
or building. I think
that it will show on this
if it
shot.
was stacked here, it would show really well.
Yeah,
Like because that
true.
then there'd be a subject here, and then you have this really interesting path that you can go through. That's you're being asked to walk through because of the lighting, and then you have this really interesting building up here as well. It's like a treehouse for adults.
Yeah, I think it's a
Oh, so it is a treehouse
hunting
for
tower.
adults. It's a hunting tower.
Yeah, exactly.
No, super cool. This that scene turned out really well. Let's see. What's my work on Shattered Tale of the Forgotten King? Oh, some stylized stuff.
Yep. I after no during my third year of
Hmm.
school, I was in apprenticeship in indie studio in my city. So I worked on that game
Hmm.
for 1 year,
Oh, this stuff's really interesting.
and I did a lot of things.
Yeah.
I really learned a lot during this year, and it was really cool. Obviously, it was stylized stuff, but
Mm.
it's an art style that I really like, so it's all right. And I think I haven't put all the stuff I've made for the project on this post. There are still
Oh,
a lot
really?
of things I did, yeah, like some open world areas I worked on,
Yeah,
and like
dude.
desert stuff and all.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, this is 6 months ago. I would definitely post more because this stuff's really interesting and intriguing to look at. So, were you doing lighting or were you doing mainly like building these
Uh,
shapes and?
uh, I did 3D. The trees are from me, this
Hmm.
one, and the grass and flowers. I made everything with Photoshop and 3ds Max and SpeedTree.
Hmm.
I also worked on the lighting, yes, and general composition, level art.
Man, so
Actually,
very
this
broad.
level, I made everything following the level design, the blockout, working with the level designer and the
Right.
art director, and they give me the entire level to do, and I worked
Holy
on it
cow.
for like 1 month, I think.
Oh my god. So you did all of this in a month.
Yeah,
That's quite
yeah.
that's busy, man.
It was yeah, yeah. We had quite short deadlines, so I couldn't push things as far as I wanted,
I
like
mean the
pushing
shape
details
language
and
though is like very consistent. I guess with art direction, when you have an art director that's like really
yeah,
pushing a specific look, it becomes easy to
yeah, yeah,
maintain.
absolutely.
No, this is really cool though. I would definitely post more of this stuff. It's weird too because
I,
like we're supposed to be critiquing your portfolio, but I don't feel like I can really critique stuff that has been, you know what I mean? Like it's a game. I can't really say, oh, it should have been like this or the framing should have been more
I
like.
mean, there's obviously ways of improvement in every game, you know.
But the reality is though is like the way things are placed and the way composition is very directed by how they wanted you to play, right? Or how they wanted you to
Yeah, yeah,
view a scene.
absolutely.
So it'll change like composition to go away from what you should do and more towards what benefits the experience of the game. So like you can
Yeah.
have a really uncomfortable composition uh because it makes you feel uncomfortable. But dude, yeah, this one's super cool. Yeah. No,
The art
these are
style of the
awesome.
game is really, really, really interesting. Like there's a lot of things to tell in the environments.
Hmm.
Like each level is really different from the other one.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, when I saw this one and I saw the enemies, I'm like, dude, this game's sick. Like having the this like really cold values in the emissive and then the warm lights, but they're in the same palette. Like they're the same saturation. It's kind of like when you choose to use pastel colors versus like ultra saturated colors. Um, and then all the shadows and the way the lights are casting on the ground, it's all very consistent. So that's really cool to see. And these are yeah, this is sick. Did you do all of this as
Thank
well?
you. I did not make the 3D, but yeah, I made the composition.
Mm, okay. Yeah,
I
this
had
is
this one is the intro level, so it's the tutorial area that
right.
leads you to the main hub. And there was already something because I joined 2 years after the starting of the game.
Mm,
But they gave me the task to rework a lot of the starting zone and like work on optimization and set dressing with foliage because there was absolutely no foliage at all.
yeah.
So yeah, I could work on that. It was really, really cool.
Wow. So it's almost as if when you came in for your internship that you basically made the game look the way it looks because foliage is so prominent in this
Absolutely, yeah.
that without it it's like it almost looks like blockout.
I mean, I mainly got the job because I was already starting to work on foliage learning
Hmm.
with SpeedTree and all, and that's one of the things that made them want me because they needed someone to create foliage. And
Yeah,
so yeah,
and
I
they didn't
mean,
have
I
any,
got
so it's
in,
like,
and
please.
like the first day I was already working on on foliage, and I had a lot of ideas, and yeah, it was really cool. I also did quite a lot of shader work for like some water in other
Hmm.
levels, and
Yeah,
like
definitely post more of
wind in the
this.
foliage. And yeah, sure. I don't know if I have screenshot. I can send you if you want
No,
of
I
some
mean, it's
other
okay,
stuff.
just so
But
we don't like blow up the time.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, true. Oh
but
yeah, it's already.
yeah, we got about 10 minutes. But it's cool to see, and I think adding more of this to your portfolio would really bolster the quality of your, like, it would turn your portfolio up even further because it feels empty. But then I realize, like, oh, that's actually a game, and this one's a game. Is it, what's this one? Is the Seed Vault?
Yeah, just a quick scene I made during Christmas.
Yeah,
I just I don't know, I fell upon a picture of it on Twitter, and I just thought it was really cool looking, so I decided to make a quick scene and yeah, test a few
yeah,
things
yeah. It's super
like
cool. Yeah, you kept
different
it really simple.
weaver settings. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's super nice, and it looks like you were using World Machine back here, or
No,
some
it's
type of terrain.
once again I did not made. It's I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
no,
an
no.
imposter. It's Brushify.
Okay, cool. Yeah, oh yeah, you even say it in here. See, I don't. It's very rare that I read these. Just as a, like, a little side note for everyone. I don't know if how much that speaks for all developers, because I wonder how many people actually read this stuff, because a lot of the times I'll miss that. It might be worth noting in, like, the description down below, because your
Oh,
eyes are all
yeah.
looking here, right? And if you scroll down, maybe you'll see chats like readings for nerds. I was like, dude, what are we? What are we? Um, no, this one's cool though. It definitely has. Are those volumetric clouds?
Yep.
Nice,
Volumetric cloud.
very cool. So this was 5 months ago. I mean, the building looks awesome. So you made the building and just some of the terrain
Yeah,
work.
this time I made the 3D myself for just not the rocks, but the little bunker
Hmm.
entrance. I made it, and I wanted to test a bit Substance Painter.
Nice.
So I worked on it and tried to also use some. I know it's controversial, but Megascan textures.
Wait. Why is that controversial? Or
I don't
are
know.
you kidding?
I've heard that for environment artists, it's not. I mean, you can use it, but not too
Mm.
much.
Oh, sure. I mean, like, I don't know, 10% of the work. But I mean, if the mountain in the back is brushify, like, no one's gonna look at, oh, you use mega scans on your building too.
No,
Oh my god.
yeah,
No, this is
you're right.
really cool. I think with the sun being so low, it really, like, I guess you want a little warmth on the building. I think that would be really cool and really make it
Yeah,
pop out from the rest of the scene. But I mean, other than that, it's a really interesting shot. Dude, there's some crazy, like, how why is it glowing so much? Is it alien seeds?
I don't
Are
know.
they
I
storing
think.
alien seeds at the?
Yeah, because on the real building, there's like little lights
Oh, there
on
are.
the
Man, I need to
top
look at this
panel.
building.
Yeah, and it's like a mirror. I don't know. It's something strange. I think it's to get the eye of people.
Mm.
In case I don't know, someone needs to
They need to find it because of the
to
only
take
seeds
shelter
left.
or find it. Yeah, exactly. And it maybe I think it catches the eye more.
Yeah, I mean, this shot is really cool when it becomes really snowy, and yeah, it's cool that you're playing with a bunch of different uh, lighting scenarios. Um, and then your most recent one, the shelter. So this one was a month
Yep.
ago, and I remember
Yeah.
feedbacking on it a little bit in the Discord. This
Yeah,
is
you
very
actually
different.
gave a lot of feedbacks. A lot of people helped me
Yeah,
on this one, and it's probably the piece I learned the more,
yeah.
especially on lighting. It was my main goal. It was to learn static lighting more for Unreal,
Hmm.
but like really push it. And like halfway through the project, I lost so much hour baking the lighting that I switched it to I switched to dynamic lighting, but I
Oh,
still
really?
learned a lot. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like on the final shot, everything is like with fake lighting and for the bonds to
Yeah.
fake the bonds light and all that stuff. But at the start, I was in static lighting, and I probably lost like 100 hours baking the stuff
Oh
because
my
I've got
god.
I've got a not so good graphics card, and I don't have ray tracing. I can't use GPU light baking, so yeah, it was just a pain.
Dude, that's crazy.
So I
So
switched.
so with these lights, are you were you using the I always forget what they're called, but the light profiles where you can see
Yep.
because it looks like there's a difference in the way the lights are shaped and the shadows that they're casting inside of the light
Yeah,
profile
exactly.
itself.
I'm using light profiles. Yeah.
Yeah, those are like if you're going to be a lighting artist or if you're going to place lights in your scene, if they don't have them in there, you have to add that. It does so much. Yes, IES textures. Thank you, Droppy.
I even yeah I've watched on a video and the guy explaining it say that you can even file the real the real profile
yeah, the IES
for some
textures.
meshes if you find like the brand of it,
Yes.
and you can
Yeah.
go on the website and you can even check for like the real values of lumens and all that stuff, and like you can find technical details and even download it and use it. So I
It's,
try to search for it like for
yeah.
the torchlight and stuff like that.
Oh, it's really cool. This scene definitely is popping a lot more just in the detail and the fidelity that you're trying to give. Is what is that on the ceiling? What is that one of these?
Yeah, it's one of the
There's
light,
like a
but it's
cage on
broken.
top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that cage confuses me cuz like I don't see it on the other ones. And so
Yeah,
it
so
feels like there's a ladder being held up by some ghost or something on the ceiling.
yeah, that's true. I had them on every light, but it was hiding the emissive part of the light, you know.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think
it'll cut it up a lot.
it was cooler to let it show.
Yeah,
So I removed it from every light, but I forgot, I think, to remove it from this one.
dude, that's so funny. Um, so the one thing that has stuck out to me in all these screenshots, I think, is this wall right here. Uh, the edge is really there's like a weird dark line, and then the resolution
Oh yeah,
of
right.
the normal on it seems like it's tiling too low. Does that make
Oh
sense? Is
yeah.
that a detail
Yeah,
normal?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it just needs it looks like it maybe needs a tile double and then that seam I'm not sure what's causing that. It might be a mask, it might be
Mm, I'm not sure either.
especially if this is baked lighting um that could be because of the baked lighting, but that would be a
No,
really high
here
res
it's
light map.
fully dynamic
Yeah,
lighting.
okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is then. Are you using masks on your
I'm using yep. I'm using mask, vertex painting.
okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But it's the resolution here that really sticks out and I think that's the main thing that sticks out to me with the scene. The things I really love are like the paintings on the walls, like the really old.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. Did you find those online or did you put those up and paint them yourself or like where did that come from?
It was coming from the asset packs that I used,
Okay. Cool. So,
but I tweaked some values for like roughness and all that stuff.
mm, so the your portfolio, it's really interesting because your portfolio is quite strong when you know the context of all of the things in here. Um, but your thumbnails have a consistency where they're kind
Yeah,
of like all over.
I know.
I would try and
Yeah.
figure out how to unify them. This one's super strong. Um, I would probably frame the seed vault more,
Yeah, okay.
and then for this one, I would put the title of the I would put it down here and show like a screenshot or something, or make the just get that white
Oh, yeah.
text and just show a screenshot of like one of those really strong images. This one I would probably do the shot where I was like, oh, you should put wood on the side there, because that little
Okay, yeah.
this pathway here is really this makes for a really good frame, I think.
Thumbnail. Okay.
This one's also a little difficult to frame. I think this one is okay where it's at. There's a dark edge that's happening on the undersides of these images as
Yeah,
well.
so it's a
Oh, I see it
problem
here
with
too. I see.
the things I made. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
I see what it
to
is.
remake all of these.
And then this one is just, I guess you don't have the context that it's a game prior to clicking on it. We're already over in time. Do you have any questions before I jump over to the
To
next
be
call?
honest, everything was really clear, and I don't think I have question yet. But I mean, if I got some, I can ping you on Discord.
Nice. That works. Yeah, I'm always open for chat,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, you can always message me. I don't if anything, I'm just a little delayed on the response because I'm working or sleeping or something.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
But
I just
no.
don't want to take times on over people work.
Oh, right. No, I appreciate that. um but no, this is I mean it's a really strong portfolio. What are you working on next? Or is it just
I'm
work?
working on a small scene that is just one frame
Hmm.
precisely, and it's like a sunken warplane in a like a tropical mangrove or something like this.
That sounds amazing. That sounds
Yeah,
really cool.
I have sent screenshot on the Discord a few weeks ago, I think.
Oh man, tag me in the next update. I want to see
Okay,
that.
I will tag you.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to transition to
Thank you.
the next person. Thank you very much. It was awesome looking at your portfolio. All
Thank you. Bye, chat.
right, see you, man.
Bye.